What up? What's happening? All you
Yeah,
haters can get
can
at
get
me.
it. Hey, what's
Yo, it is Friday, and if it's Friday, it's time for you to call the Audible in your life, the Audible Sports Podcast. I am Bobby G with the homie Wildcard Mar. What's happening, Brody?
yes, sir. All I gotta say is what up. Yes,
I
sir.
don't know. I swear that's one of my favorite songs of all time.
Hey, yeah. That's a banger from the TIP on that one. That's probably one of my favorite tracks he's ever done, man. For sure.
Yeah, got to diss somebody with. Ain't even got to. I don't even think he did. He cuss in that song.
Man, I don't even know, man. That's probably might be one of the fewest songs that he might not have used that many bad words in it, but it was fly though. That was probably one of his hottest bangers, man, for real.
Absolutely, absolutely. But you know what I'm saying. Thank you for tuning in, and of course, if you are new to what we do, I need you to go ahead and do me a favor. Go ahead and follow the directions on your screen real quick. Go ahead, hit that like button. Go ahead, subscribe. Turn your notifications on so you know the next time we are here running our mouths, which is every single Friday, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. And I swear, for goodness, man, I am mad. You know what, man? This camera get on my nerves every Friday.
Bro, every Friday you do it to you, dog,
Every
man.
Friday, and I just updated it. Updated the whole system. Updated the whole system. You know what? We're gonna run it though. We're gonna run it. Good old FaceTime cam. There we go. Give me a view home. Let me make myself
Yeah, bro.
presentable.
What that joint don't like is showing you no kind of love. He said, "Oh, you gonna do an audible, right, Joker?"
Oh, that ain't the one. I'm messing myself up. There we go. There we go. Oh, that's too. Yeah. Zoom him out a little bit. Zoom in a little bit. Scooch it. There
Yeah,
we go.
your camera hates you, bro. Don't
It
fry this
does,
dog.
man. For real. I swear, man.
He said, "Oh,
But we gonna
audible,
work it.
audible, bro."
Right. I'm on anything else. It's super fresh and super clean. But hey, we're gonna get it done. We're gonna get it done. But
So,
aside from my camera, there's lots to talk about and discuss. You know what I'm saying? We got some info to give you. Of course, we're gonna talk NCAA tournament kicked off yesterday. Um,
sir.
hey, Big Blue Nation. Whew,
Yes,
that's all I
sir.
gotta say.
Yes, sir.
Also, I don't know if you heard, man. Apparently, Kendrick Lamar got tired of something. Something pissed
Apparently,
that boy off. Man, something pissed him off because he
mm,
didn't hopped on the track and he just said some things. We can talk about the I don't know what was the sneak diss and shake hands and I don't know whatever the relationship is between Kendrick, Drake, and J. Cole. Is it friendly competition? Is it real beef? Is it like what are we doing? Like what are
mm,
we doing? And of
mm,
course, that's gonna lead into our final topic of the other day, which is the toughest era in hip hop. Sure, by now
mm-hmm.
everybody's heard Nelly's comments on the shop. Shout out to LeBron and Maverick and all those guys and what they do over there. Um, he
Yeah,
made the comments, and we're gonna play those comments for you. But he opened up a very nice discussion. I can't even lie.
he sure
You know,
did.
sometimes you say outlandish stuff, and you get that initial reaction, child please, and
Mm-hmm.
then you get that. Wait a minute, let me
Hmm.
think about it. Let me
Yeah.
think about it.
Hmm.
Let me try and prove because all I'm trying to let me prove you wrong. And then you trying to prove them wrong, and
Next, you know,
yeah,
you
you
prove
might not be
right.
lying, right?
Ain't that the truth, dog?
And of course, like every Friday, we got the Fifth Friday challenge for you live and direct. Keep your mentals fresh, keep your spirits up, and the spirits of those around you.
Mm,
But of course, we're gonna lead off with our shout outs and honorable mentions. What you got? You got anything in shout outs and honorable mentions?
Man, man, I gotta give a shout out to Ant Man. Anthony Edwards is balling out of his damn mind. Um,
Hey,
I, I'm not ready to cave into all the Jordan comparisons yet that a lot of people keep putting on him,
you're right.
but starting to see why they do it. But I'm not ready to dive all the way into it because
Okay.
athleticism is bananas.
Oh yeah.
Uh, Now this is not a diss, Anthony Edwards. If you ever happen to watch this, I'm not saying that your game is whack because that's not the case. I'm waiting for you to get a complete all around game where you're not having to rely on your athleticism. I'm just waiting because I think you're on your way to having a full, complete, overall, like full bag where he's playing defense because he is playing defense, uh,
Hmm.
and he's getting close to being unstoppable on the offensive side. He's getting real close to being unstoppable on the offensive side. So uh, I think you're well on your way to being. Uh, I think you're well on your way to being that guy, the face of the NBA, as in that new wave. I think Anthony Edwards is real close to being the face of the NBA,
Okay.
and I just at this point, obviously, NBA. I think they got to find a person because LeBron is very close to being out the door. And I know KD and Tatum and there's other players in the league that people are still fond of. Just for me personally, Anthony Edwards has a very uh, his game is to me transcends generations because he kind of does give me an old school feel where he plays both ways, but he can still relate to the younger cats right now and what they like in basketball and NBA.
Right.
So I just think that Ant Man might be the one that you want to start putting your money on, as in, okay, NBA, I think we got your face. I think it might
Exactly.
be. Hey, shout out to Anthony Edwards, man. I think he's the one.
Yeah. Absolutely. Come out of nowhere too, because I mean, I think for all intents and purposes, most people felt that was going to be Zion.
Hmm.
Uh, Man can't stay healthy. And then you had Ja step up. He had his issues off the court, and Ant Man is just like you said, everything that you said, and on top of that, um, I'll add to, and I don't believe I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna agree with Draymond Green because I think he's one of the ones that first started the whole Jordan thing, and
Mm,
but the reasons that he put on top is they're pretty legit. Like he's got that infectious personality. Like
mm,
every time you see him off the court, he's smiling. He's a prankster. He likes to joke around. He's just like a happy kid. You
yeah,
know, I'm an older dude. I can call a dude a kid. He's a happy kid, but you can tell he's a professional still.
yeah.
Like not in a way. And I hate to poo poo on Dwight Howard. That's a lie. I love poo pooing on Dwight Howard. Pause. Uh,
Yeah, I like that shit, dog.
the book on Dwight was that he played around too much to win,
True.
and Anthony Edwards is showing that his his joking nature isn't
Is
affecting what he does on the court.
facts.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that great shot. I 100% agree with you. Definitely hope that continue success of that young man. Although I'm gonna say one thing, I'm getting tired of these freaking like John Collins. I'm sorry for what happened to you.
Ooh.
Um, but I'm tired. Like I got into a debate with a dude because I called that dunk a 5.
You know what? I'm not mad at you. Why you say that is because, um, so I like the moment. It's a good
Oh yeah,
moment,
oh yeah.
but
It was one of
yeah, oh,
those.
it's all because he got up. He got up.
Yeah.
The only thing is it wasn't a complete dunk. He didn't. He's like he threw the ball in the rim real hard.
Oh yeah.
Like
He blaked him.
it wasn't like a grab the rim, yoke on it, like complete fully dunk for me. So that's why I'm not mad at that take. I actually felt the same way because I'm like I know we oohing and awing about it, but he didn't complete a dunk. Like
Right.
so
He
I don't
played.
know.
Blake Griffin him.
Oh yeah, he
But
did.
that's not even why though.
Oh,
I automatically deem dunks if you push the defender's hands away. I'm taking off points.
okay.
Like as a defender, what can I do if you move my hands out of the way? I can't do anything. I'm in the air. It's like I don't have any sense of balance or ground. Like so, I can't resist you
Hmm.
pushing my hands out of the way to block the shot. If
Fair.
we're on the ground, I got that balance. I can fight against you, get some some get back. But in the air, you push my hands out of the way, I'm at the mercy of whatever you're gonna do.
Yeah.
So I automatically take points, and then you could clearly, for those that didn't see it. I think I think uh, I think he poked him in the eye, and that's what caused John Collins' head because everybody's looking. Oh, did his knee hit him? No, he poked him in the. You see, as soon as he did the push away motion, like his finger, and so hard that he dislocated his finger. He like got in that eye, and you like see this. It all happens at once. So
Yeah.
yeah, I got to take points off for it. So for me, it's 5 excitement, but the
Hey,
execution is where I ding the points.
hey, we tough critics around here at the Audible,
Yeah,
baby.
yeah. So don't expect me to give nothing. With if I see a hand push out, I need body to body. Give me
Yeah,
body to body dunk.
you got to catch your
Yeah.
body.
Give me a body to body dunk. I respect it. Give me you crossover. I don't want to see a push off on the crossover. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see a trip. Like matter of fact, that's another one. It was Ant Man hit PG, or it was no PG hit Ant Man with the cross, made him touch Earth. But if you look at it, it's a trip. He's trying to get in position. He trips over PG's feet. That's not a drop, folks. That man tripped. Like, I'm sorry. Don't give me these crossovers with if there's any kind of trip, sorry, don't count.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
I ain't mad at you, man. It's okay. It's okay. Hey, we fans, so
yeah,
we're not criticizing. I just think I think it's fair to say, hey, man, you was little aid on that thing a little bit. So
hey, everybody takes PEDs every once in a while. You know, but for my shout out and honorable mention, I'm gonna combine it, and I'm gonna give it some credence, and I'm gonna turn it into a question. Another thing that's up for debate. We could probably do a whole episode on this, but I'm gonna get us going into the conversations.
Mm.
The comments have been made. Kyrie Irving could be the most skilled basketball player ever. This has been co-signed by several people. Jeff T, shout out to him and his crew, the 502 podcast, and what they do. T co-signed it. Dame Lillard co-signed it. I'm trying to think of who started. I can't remember who started it, so I can't credit them. But one of those things sounds outlandish, but I might have to agree with it. And that leads to the question: is Kyrie Irving the most skilled basketball player to ever play the game? You think literally to do everything you want. Obviously, he's one of the greatest. Has one of the greatest handles.
Oh,
Can't argue that.
No.
Jump shot.
That'd be crazy.
Right. Jump shot. 3-point game. Mid-range game. To me, one of the top 3 finishers at the rim to ever play the game. Finish with either hand from any angle. The dude hit a 15-foot running hook with the left for game over Nikola Jokic.
And call game. Said good night. Time to go.
Anything, and this is, of course, this is offensively, because obviously defensively he has his limitations. They list him as 6'3", but he's really like 6'1", if that.
If that, I was about to say.
That. So, but the offense, he may be offensively the most skilled player to ever play the game.
I to be honest, Bobby G, I am I'm actually on the side of, I think I might be there with that sentiments. It's kind of hard to say. For me, it's kind of hard to find a weakness in his offensive game, for sure. Because I think he does a lot of things great that you look for in an offensive player. Is he as a prolific shooter as Steph? probably not. But
Not
he
the range.
has range. Oh, but
Yeah.
like you said,
The
give him
shot
mid
making
range.
ability.
Oh yeah, shot making ability is another topic. So I
Yeah.
mean, um, man, I'm really drawing a blank on weaknesses. For real, it's
Yeah.
getting real bleak on trying to find a weakness on his offensive
Yeah.
game. I can't really find um anywhere where you say, hey man, this guy is not elite at this level. I
Right.
mean, the guy is, like you said, his basketball handling skills. To me, I think is him and everybody else. Um, no, for real.
Fair. Yeah. Fair.
I mean, if Jamal Crawford was still playing, then we can have a conversation. But
Right.
but Jay Crawford ain't playing no more. So for me,
Jay
it's
Cross.
yeah. So I mean, what's good,
Bros.
Rod?
What's it?
Um, yeah, man. Kyrie something nasty, bro. The man
Hey.
got the basketball on the string like
Mm-hmm.
it's a um. He definitely gives you the ooh baby and one moments. Sometimes you're like,
Oh, baby.
oh baby. So that I definitely agree with your sentiments on him being a prolific finisher at the rim, which he is. He does some acrobatic type
Man.
matrix like body configuration in the middle of the air type shit that
Yeah.
I've never seen nobody do stuff like that. I mean, obviously
Yeah.
there's the Jordan highlight where he did the configuration in the playoffs, went from
Right.
one into
Yeah.
another. But like Kyrie does that on like a everyday basis, like in
He does
every
it with
game.
like one hand.
Yes. I
I'm
mean, the
gonna take
dude's
the ball
legit.
from the right of my body to the left of my body, spin it under the rim. Oh, and it's gonna hit off the top of the backboard and go nothing but net. Like, how are you doing this, bro?
I mean, because a lot of people are going to talk about Kevin Durant's skill, offensive skill set, and here's a damn good.
Mm-hmm.
But I think because of his height and his wingspan gives him such a huge advantage.
Fair.
Um, but Kyrie doesn't have that advantage. I mean,
Right.
like he's probably 6'1", 6'2" at the most.
Right.
So his his ability to pretty much get any shot he wants. I mean, you got to acknowledge that
Yeah.
that skill set is pretty much. I mean, literally the only person that stops Kyrie is Kyrie. I mean,
Absolutely.
I've yet to see somebody say that they purely locked him down.
No, you
You know what
can't.
I'm saying?
No.
Uh,
Yeah.
I haven't seen it in all his years playing in the NBA that somebody has locked down Kyrie.
Mm-hmm.
There might be a time where his shot may be off, you know,
Yeah.
might not be his night, which are rare in between.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, like legit scorer, legit facilitator, legit finisher. I mean, I can't argue. I can't argue. No, for real, bro.
Yeah, the only knock on Kyrie to me, and I hate it for him, is that, and I'll say this with love because he did deliver me a championship in Cleveland. Is by himself. By himself, he is empty calories. And for those that watch, y'all know when I say empty calories, I'm usually talking about Trae Young. And basically,
Yeah,
Trae Young, I call him empty calories because he puts up numbers, but he does it
he
on
does.
a bad team exactly. Like his stats don't lead to winning basketball, and that's the
All right,
only knock I have on Kyrie.
that's fair.
It's like
Yeah,
cause yeah, that's what we're talking about. Is he? I don't know. Let me know who. If I know you probably heard the comment. Who started that conversation? If you know, let me know. But yeah, we talk skill all day. I love talking basketball skill.
hmm
But same with Kyrie, and I'll say it. Kyrie is the answer to the ultimate. Cause like you look at guys around the league, and the first thing you ask, can he be the best player on the championship team? And unfortunately, with Kyrie, the answer is no. Can he be the second best player on the championship team? Absolutely. He's proven that. He just can't be the one. And I hate that for him. Like, for him to be as skilled as he is, I hate that fact for him.
Well, and here's the thing, Bobby. I don't think you're wrong. I think it's just not right for a guard, especially at his size, to be the leading dog.
Okay.
And I know a lot of people are gonna say, "Well, what about Steph?" Don't get that shit twisted. He was the benefactor of a good team in 2015 that went against a Cleveland team that was very hurt without two. No, for real.
Kyrie is John Wick.
So remember that 2015 championship? Kyrie was out, and so was Kevin Love. No, they was out this series.
No, Kyrie got hurt in game one. That's okay. LeBron has spoken about it a couple times. At the last shot of game one, he took a jump shot instead of driving to the basket, and then Kyrie got hurt in OT. And he said that's one of his regrets. If he'd have drove to the basket and could have ended the game in regulation, could Kyrie have made it through the series? But it's one of those things.
But he was dealing with injuries for the Cleveland Cavaliers were dealing with injuries to two of their top three scorers.
Absolutely.
So I'm not hating on the Warriors, but some breaks went their way. And say what you want, let's not act like Steph recruited a Kevin Durant to help him win two more.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying is that I think we are far removed from when a guard is the person that you build your team around to get you a championship. You're going to go to a forward like LeBron or a Kevin Durant and build around him. Because I mean, to the end of the day, there was points where I'm like, man, the Warriors didn't need Kevin Durant, but then when you sit down and think about it, the Warriors need Kevin Durant.
They don't beat us again.
No.
Mentally, we had them.
Oh, without a doubt, they were 73-19.
Yeah.
Like if you're that good, what do you need Kevin Durant for? No, you.
No, they did.
They went and got Kevin Durant because they needed him.
Yeah, I'll never argue that. I don't like the fact that he went there, but I would never argue the fact that they actually did need him. People think that they didn't need him. That's not true at all.
Oh, they definitely needed him.
Yeah,
definitely needed him. So I mean, I just think that Kyrie is just that the just if he was about 6-7 inches taller, then I don't think that we're not even having this conversation of whether he could be a centerpiece of a championship team. So,
but as a player, he's one of those dudes. I would pay money to watch Kyrie work out. Like, that's how skilled he is. Not even to play a game. I would pay to watch that dude work out, a private workout. Like, bro, what are you doing? How are you? What is this wizardry?
Oh yeah. So, because I'm pretty sure he's doing some things that are so different than other people that's making him.
Hey, the proof is in it right there, baby.
Yeah. Yeah. So, man. Hey, I got no beefs with the Kyrie most skilled. Got no beefs with it at all.
But it's like, it was like, who else would you put in that conversation?
I mean, I guess you say Steph, but I don't think he's at that level. I don't think he's at Kyrie's levels of skill level.
No, I don't.
He's not far, though. He's
not the finisher at the rim. And it's like completely nitpicking. I'm gonna say at the rim. Steph's float game, insane.
Oh yeah.
At the free throw line, the middle, if he gonna put it up, just going. But at the rim,
it's Kyrie.
He can't do what Kyrie can do.
No, I'm with you. I'm
literally trying to think of. Dude. I mean, obviously you could put Kobe in the conversation.
Kobe's acrobatics were pretty good, but I don't
And
know what
for a
they.
guard, I think he had the best footwork ever.
Yeah, but Kobe had the advantage of being 6'8".
True.
You know, uh, I, I hate to put the
Kyrie
height.
be posting people up at 6'1".
Yeah,
He
but I
do. He
mean,
be trying.
it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to go against Kyrie's wizardry with him being at that size. I mean, Kobe was still 6'8", and he was built as a bigger guard back in his time.
Hmm.
So, and it's not diss on Kobe. Obviously, you know how much I
Oh
love
yeah,
Kobe.
yeah, that's it.
I
Yeah,
mean, the guy is 6'8". I mean,
yeah.
and he was just now. I don't know, man. I don't think we can find anybody that skill set wise of um only way.
We could do it. We gonna make it a whole episode.
Yeah, yeah. Well, because I know there's guys that we can like take pieces of their game from and kind of come up with Kyrie, because I would definitely take Jamal Crawford's handles,
Oh
and
yeah,
that could be one. Um, take Monte Ellis' speed, you know what I'm
mm,
saying? So and you can take a little bit of certain guards and put them together to give you Kyrie,
yeah,
but I just think Kyrie ultimately altogether has just
yeah.
all the skill set on offense that you like, man, this is a bad motherfucker right here, dog.
I'll throw. But before we get to the main thing, I'll throw one name at you. You gonna laugh? Larry Bird.
Man, stop, man. Hey,
Hey, peep game. Peep game. Think
hey,
about it. This dude
no, that's why I'm
zero
laughing.
out.
That's why I'm laughing because I thought
Yeah.
about it right after you said it, and I'm like,
That
damn,
man
Larry.
could handle the ball. Of course, he wasn't Kyrie. Shot making off the chart. Could literally tell you what he was gonna do to you and do it, and you can't stop it.
That's why I was laughing. I was like, no, man, like, because I get what you're saying. Not at the elite level of Kyrie, but yeah, his skill set was like, especially because a lot of people would obviously,
The list.
question him as a white boy. So it's like, mm. So, but then all of a sudden he do
Yeah,
it. Damn.
yeah, and he's unathletic, so he has nothing but skill. That's how he gets over.
Yeah,
I'm just better than you.
straight up.
But that's one. We're gonna get to the main thing. And it's March, and if it's March, it's March Madness time. Tournament started yesterday. Upset City, Kentucky goes down to Oakland. 14 seed, yeah, 14 seeded Oakland, 3 seeded Kentucky. I think that was the upset of the day.
Hmm.
Um, Aside from that, any surprises or shockers? Anything get to you, catch your eye?
I think Kansas escaped Sanford late last night. They escaped them.
Right.
But other than that, no. And I gotta say this about Kentucky going down. Um, we've kind of seen them be upset more than once over the last few years.
Yeah, I
They
think it's somebody was saying like 3 years in a row or something. They first round exit, or I don't know,
Yeah.
something, but something to that effect.
So here's the deal. Um, I think that one and done theology that John Calipari was working or using as a strategy for the last 15 years in Kentucky, and I'm exaggerating, but he's been in
Mm-hmm.
Kentucky for a minute now. I think his strategy is outdated. And
Of
the
course,
only
he's
reason
drinking
why
that. It's natural ice.
he probably was, he's probably drinking that Bud Heavy. Um, but Calipari, his strategy is getting old. I think it's
Mm.
outdated now, and
Okay.
not because of his fault. It's because of NIL, name, image, and likeness. Because you can go anywhere as long as you got the following and get
True
paid.
that.
And you also don't have to go to Kentucky no more to guarantee a spot in the NBA.
True.
Because there was a point in time where Calipari was like, "Oh, one and
Yeah.
done. If you come to me, I'll make sure I'll get you to the NBA." And he was putting cats like whole recruiting classes in the NBA.
Yeah, they're
And
the first school in like history to have. I think didn't they have players go 1, 2, and 3?
yeah, so he was like was getting at least 5 cats going into the first round.
Yeah.
Um, and there was a time where he was getting, I mean, he was getting reserves, at least
Yeah.
getting in the second round.
Absolutely.
I mean, Tyler Hero, I forgot he even went to Kentucky. He got drafted. He got him to the NBA. So what I'm
Yeah.
saying is that Calipari's strategy of, hey man, come and spend at least 1 year with me, I'll get you to the NBA. I think that NIL makes it so that you don't have to go to him anymore, and you don't have to be in Kentucky and wear that jersey and be part of Big Blue to make sure that you get in the NBA. It's almost as if he was almost like the Nick Saban of the NBA, as in, hey, come to me, I guarantee you a spot, and you'll be in the league. It's not like that no more. I mean,
Facts.
these cats are going any and everywhere, and as long as they got the talent and they can make the name for themselves, get paid. Um, so I don't know if he sticks around at Kentucky any for the foreseeable future or coaches anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I just think he needs to probably readjust his strategy. And I know we were talking off air. Say what you want, but when it comes to his name, image, and likeness shit, until they put parameters around it, full go, you better start
Right.
going somewhere with them boosters gonna open up them pockets, man.
Yeah.
Because that one and done strategy, I think is outdated now, and you're starting to see that no matter what, not all the talent is going to him no more, and um, and let's be honest, when he has some of these top recruiting classes, it looks good on the resume. You're always going to have talented teams, but talent can only take the team so far. Because if
Mm-hmm.
if he's losing, he's always losing to teams where guys been on the roster for 2-3 years, like they played
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
So he's not. He has the most talented team. He doesn't have the most congealed team, and
Mm-hmm.
that's when he always loses. So. And,
Yeah.
and trust me, that's been fine for him because it's been putting a lot of money in his pocket. But um,
Yes, sir.
how many national championships he got? Exactly at Kentucky, he got that one.
How many is that it?
The one with Anthony Davis, and that was so long ago. And so,
I thought he won another one.
as far as I know, that was the only one he had won with AD. So
I can't tell how
uh,
many.
it ain't too many national championships. I mean, don't quote me for sure, but that's the only one for sure that I can remember. Was as long as he's been in Kentucky. So I don't know if he's won anywhere else, but that's the one for sure that I can only remember though. With John Calipari. So I mean, I just kind of
Yeah,
think
you are correct.
I just think his strategy is starting to get
Yeah.
out there. So we'll see what happens, man.
2012. That's the only one.
Yeah. So
Crazy.
yeah, and look at all the talent that's gone through him, man. Crazy amount of talent.
Yeah. Absolutely. For yeah, you could say he underachieved. I'm gonna take a different route. I, I agree with a lot of what you said. I'm gonna take a different route though. I'm gonna call it the Curry effect finally hitting college basketball.
Mm,
Um, usually when it becomes tournament time, the advantage that the bigger schools, the Power 5 schools, whatever you want to call them, have over the little schools is size. They got
mm,
that big man, they got that 5 man, they got that 4 man, or they
mm-hmm,
just have overall depth. I think now we're seeing where, because that I can't remember his name, but that kid was shooting. He get 10 threes.
Oh, for Oakland, yeah.
Yeah, that he was shooting the lights out. That's all he
Mm,
did. 10 for 20, running
yeah.
around the court, and 3-point shooting negates size. Because yeah, you come down here and get those 2 points all you want, but we getting 3 on the other end. So this game is gonna stay close, and in a close game, anything can happen. It's gonna come down to the critical play. Anything can happen, and not only that, but they had their 4-man. He didn't bow down to the boys in the middle. He had a game himself. Their 4-man had a double-double. He had 12 rebounds. I think he only got out-rebounded by his matchup by like 2 rebounds. So you combine that with the fact that those dudes were hitting threes like crazy, outshot Kentucky from 3. Yeah, that's what makes the upsets happen. Look around when the smaller schools. You look at historically the smaller schools that have done well in the NCAA tournament.
They got shooters.
Yeah, Gordon Hayward, Kerry Butler, Adam Morrison. Because like look at these small teams, they had shooters. The Villanova teams that came out of nowhere. Remember they had Allen Ray was the 3 guards back there. Let me say that comment again. I get to John Wall there, Booker. Yeah, Cal had players.
Players, dog.
Kid Gilchrist.
Players, dog. Like, come on, like Kid Gilchrist, like, and no diss to him, he had no business being in the game.
Oh, we're gonna get on that one. Yeah, we're gonna get on that one because that Miss Clark been the talk of the town all year, so we're gonna talk about her. But yeah, man, that's the Steph Curry effect. I think it just took a little while, but now that the 3-point, because it was just a certain amount of guys with Jimmer Fredette who came on the scene. Steph Curry, I mean, the Curry effect. Jimmer Fredette, Curry, you had these guys, but it still wasn't okay to just go all out like that.
Yeah.
Now it is. So now you got these small schools coming. Hey, we letting them fly. This is my only shot. Yeah. I shoot 12% for 3. Watch this. Hey, they let it fly. They're trying to get that one shining moment. And
that's a fact.
Yeah, it's a problem. So I'll say with that, and I know we love upsets, but we also want to see the marquee matchups. Is it time for the men to go to a format like the women's tournament? Because remember, the women's tournament, the higher seed actually hosts their own region. So the first 2 games, like I'll use example, South Carolina's the number 1 seed. The first and second round games of the tournament are actually on South Carolina's home court. Is it time for the men to take a format like that to try and mitigate the amount of upsets?
I think they should at least be rewarded, for being a top seed in the tournament, because if you're one of the top 4 teams in the tournament, you damn sure probably the top 4 baddest teams in the country. So I think they should at least consider that in reward for your top 4 teams. So. Rod's hilarious. I actually don't mind that.
Yeah, because I know it started in the women's tournament as a way to budgeting. It was budgeting. They didn't want to send the women all over the country. It was budgeting. But actually, that's kind of fly to host part of a tournament on your own.
Yeah.
It also would be in a way for, especially for women's college basketball, you see it more than men. Some of the smaller schools actually do get to host their own region. So now there's funding for the small school. They get a little bit of extra cheese.
Yeah, and also look at it this way. It'll make your regular season more competitive because you want that reward to be in the first 2 rounds at your crib.
Yeah,
and keep something in the way of your team and something of that nature. So I think it boasts your regular season play because it's going to make them cats be like, all right, well, every game matters at this point because I want to be at the crib for the first 2 rounds for real. So I mean, that shit might matter, man.
Hey. Bad boys. He might not be lying. Yeah.
You ain't too far off, dog.
But speaking on that, hey, shout out to South Carolina. They won their opening game. It was a
Come on,
91-39. You know,
come
I
on.
was checking that out.
We
I've
knew,
watched more women's basketball than men's basketball this year.
come on, bro. We knew that was gonna happen, dog.
Yeah.
Come on, dog.
Hey, hey,
Mm.
LSU, they did not come out playing their best game. They didn't. Hey, that game was a lot closer than it should have been. They ended up winning by 10, but that could have been. It could have easily got knocked out today.
LSU bullshitting, bro.
They were today, and if they'd have played somebody a little bit better, it would have cost them.
Would
But
have been out.
yeah, they'd have been out. They'd been out of there.
Would have been out.
Would have been up out of there. At home, on their floor. You've been on your floor watching the rest of the teams play. That's another thing. You get upset on your own floor, you gotta still watch the other teams play. Oh, that's jacked up. That is jacked up. Yeah, they need to do that for the men's tournament. Come on, man. You can't tell me it was Don Steady full court pressure. Heck yeah. What my boy Richardson from Arkansas used to call it, the 94 feet of hell. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely.
Yeah, I
But
saw
you can't tell me.
Auburn went down.
Mhm.
They lost to Yale. See, but Yale always stays in the tournament on a regular, consistent basis.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm not surprised that happened, man.
They're veteran upsetters.
Yeah.
Yale and Princeton.
Yeah, hey, some of them Ivy Leagues they stay in the tournament, so they do it. So I'm not surprised that Yale did that, man.
Colorado and Florida. It was the highest scoring game of the tournament, 102-100. Shout out to them. Yeah, they was getting it in.
Yeah,
and I got to see what this game finished at. Where was what game was I watching earlier? Oh yeah, Northwestern and Florida Atlantic. They both need to get kicked out of the tournament. The score of this game at halftime was like 20-19. If you play a game at halftime, both teams are 20 or less, you can't get 21. Y'all both out the turn. We stopping the game at halftime. Y'all both eliminated. That needs to be a rule.
Both of y'all gotta go, bro.
You both gotta go.
That's wild, bro. That's wild.
But yeah, it's I'm looking forward to kicking out tomorrow. I will be tuned in. Juju, our first tournament game. So I'm definitely checking that out. And of course,
she do, man.
Yeah. And of course, Iowa and Caitlin Clark, they play tomorrow.
I'm still upset.
Actually, they're trying to schedule to meet up. If it keeps going, I think they will hit. When do they hit?
They'll probably
the Elite Eight or the Final Four. It's one of them. I think it's the Elite Eight. Yeah.
Elite. See, but I think that's the only thing I had a beef with the NCAA committee is that they put LSU and Iowa in the same region. So that's the only beef that I had. Because I was thinking that they would, at least put them on opposite sides, so that they can go ahead and kind of recreate the magic from last year. But
yeah, they should have went on ahead and put South Carolina in one region, LSU in another region, USC in another region, and Iowa in it. So that would be the most exciting Final Four probably in the history of college basketball, men included. If you had Juju, Caitlin, Reese, and South Carolina all in your Final Four,
right? Oh, bro, they would sell out like crazy on the Final Four with them if they all made it to the Final Four.
Absolutely. And hometown representative this year's NCAA Women's Final Four is in Cleveland, Ohio. So if you haven't got your tickets scheduled to the flights, go ahead and do that. Make the trip out, check out my beautiful city. And while you're there, make sure you check out a Cavs game.
Hey, the Cavs got a chance to make some noise in the Eastern Conference. I don't know if they'll win it, but they got a chance to make some noise, though.
Yeah, we got to get healthy, though. We are unhealthy.
Because I think Spider just got back not too long ago or something like that.
No, he's sitting back out. He's sitting back. He said he didn't feel right. He didn't. So he couldn't. He wasn't as explosive. He didn't feel as explosive. So He
That ain't
basically
good.
took himself back out the rest. He's missed the last 2 games. Yeah, he missed like 4 or 5 games, then came back, played on it once, and was like, "Yeah, I'm not right."
Mm.
So,
Mm-mm.
but yeah, we get healthy, we'll see what happens. But we should be competitive, and that's all you can ask for. And speaking of competition, we love competition in all
Always.
aspects, especially in the music game. And we first started this thing. There was a record out. It was called First Person Shooter. That was
Mm.
my joint.
Biggest of what? Biggest of what?
That was my joint. Uh, J. Cole had been on this thing where he was just killing every track he was on, and
Every
everyone. And some people say that Drake approached the track to make it a good song, and I don't blame him for that. Like they think Drake didn't really like go at it like we going at it. Just for the sake of the song, I'm gonna put together a verse that makes the song
pop.
that song right. And I
Interesting.
can't blame him. Like, yeah,
That's smart. Come on. Did
yeah.
he really think he was going to out lyricist the greatest lyricist?
I think he thinks he can,
Oh,
but I
come
think
on.
I think he thought he would sacrifice. Like prime example, I'll give you an example. You got Eminem.
Come on, man. Hey Drake. Hey Drake. Hey Drake.
I think
Hey,
he think
get
he
your
can.
bread, dog. No,
He said,
no.
"Get your friend."
Hey, get your bread, dog. Just get your bread. You did right. You wanted to make it a good track. That was smart strategy. Get your bread. You ain't it, man. J.
I
Cole would
mean,
J. Cole would slaughter you in any type of lyricist form, shape, track, whatever you want to call it. He would body you, bro. Come on, man. I'm glad you didn't think that you was gonna out lyricist the lyricist of all lyricists right now. Yeah.
what I will say is Drake had a dope verse.
Yeah,
Cole
it
had
was
a dope verse.
of course. Hey, Drake's good for
Um,
that.
and I mean, there's example like say Eminem and Royce the 5'9", they get together and they do the bad verse evil thing.
Hey,
They have tracks where they on it, and then they have tracks where they're like, okay, let's make this a dope song. So it's not
living life
like,
in the fast lane,
oh,
boy.
that song goes so hard. Even the what was the joint Caterpillar?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but yeah, you can tell the difference when they're being competitive and when they're just trying to make good music.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what Drake was. He was like, I don't want to try to crush people's dreams. I just want to make good music right now. Either way, in that song, there's a line, and I think Drake spit it. It was it's like we the big three. We started the league. I think that's Drake's line. Only problem is there's only 2 people on the track, him and Cole. Well, Kendrick Lamar woke up recently. And he chose violence.
Sure did. Said,
Matter of fact, yeah, to the point where he actually said it in the song. Yeah, I woke up and chose violence.
I mean, it ain't no big three.
It's big me.
Mm. Mm.
I think he actually took a shot at Wayne too. I don't think anybody
Well,
talking about it.
I'll say this about Wayne, and I'm probably one of the biggest Lil Wayne fans. And let me preface that I am a Hot Boys, Block is Hot, Carter 1, 500 Degrees, Carter 2, Carter 3 Lil Wayne fan.
God.
Everything else beyond that, Wayne can have that shit. I stopped at Carter 3. I was like,
Okay.
After Carter 3, I was like, Wayne, I don't know what we doing, dog. Like this, like obviously I still listened, because I was such a big fan of him growing up, and I pretty much saw his whole career. So I would still listen, and every now and then he still come out with some bars that I'm like, oh, that reminds me of Wayne. a Wayne. But then, like, as in a whole album through, I'm like this ain't it, dog. So uh, I I can't put Wayne in that conversation as of right now. Of
No, I'm thinking if you listen to Kendrick's verse. For those that don't know, for get credit, Future. Um, what's my guy's name? I don't mess with a lot of today's rappers. Future. What's the kid's name, man?
see,
Let me look the song.
I was about to say, like, because I don't mess with a lot of these young rappers, man. So
Future, Kendrick, Metro Boomin.
oh, Metro Boomin. Oh yeah, he's Metro Boomin. Yeah, he's probably the Timberland of this generation.
Nice. Future, Metro Boomin, Kendrick Lamar. The name of the song is what is the name of the song? I'll just listen to it before we got going. We Don't Trust You. Oh no, that's the name of the album. We Don't Trust Like That. That's the name of the song. Let's go check it out. Future, Metro Boomin, Kendrick Lamar. Track's called Like That. But 80% of the song, Kendrick is talking about Cole and Drake. But the last bar, he said something about a dog. And Wayne had a track not too long ago with Benny the Butcher.
Mm-hmm.
He called it was a Top Dog or Big Dog or something. So I'm like, I'm wondering if he threw that because he said something about for K. What did he say? My K got 9. I got 9 Ks. Something. It was a dog bar though, and I'm like, is he throwing a little something out there, Wayne? I don't know their relationship. So can't say. What I do know is these three dudes what are y'all doing, man? Cole says he wants a competitiveness back in hip hop, and he'll throw a little like somebody say something in somebody's name. That's all I'm like. If you're gonna do the damn thing, do the damn thing.
Well, I mean, and I think that's why they do it. It's just so that they can bring that competitive spirit back to hip hop. Because I mean, some of these young dudes is just doing it for I guess for clout. Let me beef with somebody, get my views up,
Right?
Get my stats up, and I mean, because Bobby, like when we was listening to hip hop, if it was a beef track, it was to get at you.
Yeah. And when I see you, it's a problem.
Yeah, it was to get at you. So it was beyond the entertainment value. But right now, I think they're in that space right now where I don't think it's really beef. It's just it's the love and hip hop of the hip hop where we gotta create some kind of drama to boast up popularity of the music. And amongst these three, I think they do it just to be competitive. And it's entertaining. Because I mean, obviously we talked about K Dot's verse right now, and so and trust, because I think they've all collabed together more than once. So they've all worked with each other on a normal basis.
Yeah. Drake and Kendrick did. They did a track.
Yeah, I think they've all kind of worked together, and I think I can't remember what track that J. Cole and Kendrick done together, but they've done some work together.
Yeah.
So it's like hey, keep it coming. hey, I'm for it. Hey, but you know what? It brings out that competitive juice amongst the three of them. Well, hell, if we all think that we all are the best doing rap right now, well, let's keep this competitive shit going. Because I don't think it's ever going to get to a point where like they actually going to hate each other and do like some old school hip hop beef where somebody might get into something violent, but nah.
Right.
Hey, I'll put it because
Yeah,
Hey,
why not send Kendrick the invite?
yeah,
Like,
why
why
not?
not? I mean, when they was doing first person shooter,
Man,
because basically, I
mm,
mean, again, Drake had the bar,
yeah,
like a big
saying,
three, just like we started the league.
yeah,
Well, why wasn't it a big three on that record? Why was it just a big two?
true, true. Hey, who knows? That might be some VH1 behind the music type documentary to find out why. Hey, either way, keep this shit coming, man. I
Yeah.
love it.
And
Um,
then Cole, like me, I'm looking at Drake like the Spider Man meme. Like, where's Kendrick in that picture? Yeah.
hey, that's a fact.
And then
That's-
should Future feel disrespected? Because I
I
feel if I get you on the track with me, and then you dissing two other people about being the best, like I feel like I should be insulted because you're not referring to me as also being like you're not mad because I also think I'm the best. Like why you ain't dissing me too? Because I think
I
I'm
mean,
the best.
and trust, I understand your thought process on that, but for me, Future's not in that category where I will put him up there with these
Yeah,
three. Um, because even though so for me, I will put Cole one, I will put Kendrick two, and I will put Drake third. Um,
fair. I think I do the same.
my thing is Future, like he's the king of mumble rap, so I don't put him in that. I don't put him in that category of being a lyricist with these three. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, fair.
So that's just me, you know. So I mean, if Future would take it personal, then you know, I would kind of be confused about it, but I would understand.
Hmm.
But I, I don't think he's in that category to be butthurt about not being involved in that conversation with Drake and Cole and Kendrick.
Okay. And I love that you said that so easy and like so just like nah there's them and then there's them and you ain't one of them.
Oh,
So,
I mean,
so
look, look, I'm not gonna cap. Future got some boppers, right? You know, Future got
yeah,
some boppers, but at the same time, Future is at that point where he was he was pretty much the grandfather of the mumble rap, and I'm not a big mumble rapper guy. Like there's still some tracks in Future stuff where I'm like, I don't know what the fuck this motherfucker is saying. You know, so you know, and then he throws the auto tune on, and I'm still like, yeah, I still don't know what that song, you know. A traffic. Like I catch some of them, but I can't catch them all the words. So like you know, there's some beats that you know he does with Metro Boomin, and the beats are catchy, and I'm like, okay, there's some bopper because you know this shit's
okay,
fly.
right,
Um, you know, I just think like he's part of that whole you know ushering in the mumble rap era where you're not you're not getting your clientele off of lyricism. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
And you know Drake can drop some lyrical bars, but you know he's almost like a chameleon where he kind of flows with the wave of wherever music is going because he's done
Right.
some dance hall tracks and a dance hall album, and he's done some other, and he does the singing, so he kind of camouflages or blends in whatever the wave of the music trend is going, and I give him
Yeah.
credit for that because it's helped with his longevity. um
Yeah.
but when for me, because I'm a more lyricist type of hip-hop head,
Mm-hmm.
uh I, he'll never pass Cole or K Dot in my opinion.
Here's the what I hate about Drake, and it's probably his most dangerous asset. And I hate the fact that Drake could probably Drake has a puncher's chance in any beef or battle he's in, and it's because for some odd reason Drake can drop bars about smashing like every dude's girl in hip hop, and like you don't really know whether it's true or not. It could be right. It's very possible. Drake smashed your chick, and it's like he can use those bars against just insert rapper's name here. I smashed your chick, and you don't like. I don't like that about Drake. Like that he has that ability, and you really have to wait a minute. Let me go. Let me call.
Yeah.
Hey, did you and Drake?
Yeah, you gotta
really
check
have to. Yeah. Like, wait a minute. I was on tour in Australia, and my girl, she was kick, and Drake's tour was this mother.
You gotta cross reference some shit, dog. You gotta wait. Hold up. Take the P and the 4 and the... Oh, that son of a...
Right. That's what I don't like about Drake. He could just drop those bars on whoever, and it's like he could hands down win the battle. Like
he called himself certified lover boy.
But the reason I say, well, I'm glad that you like just so easily kind of, I don't want to say dismiss Future, but you know, say Future is not like that, is because people make statements and we quickly brush them off like cap. It's cap. It's cap. You lying flat out, or you are just crazy. Recently, some comments were made, and I'm gonna let the comments speak for themselves.
Coming from the Lou, did you ever have chip on your shoulder because everything was L.A., New York? We always talk about that with the Midwest, man. Like,
goddamn right.
Yeah,
goddamn right. But you gotta understand, my era of music was the toughest era in hip hop ever. When I put out songs, I had to go against DMX,
Eminem,
Jay-Z, Eminem, Lil Wayne, 50 Cent, Luda. All of us are fighting for one spot. So from 99 to like 2008, 10, it's the hardest era ever to get records.
Units in Pimp Juice and us.
Now, when you first hear Nelly say that, you like, but man, you tripping. But then he kicks off the list,
and
you really think, and you really have to think of it. Just going off something like 50 Cent. We talking about Get Rich or Die Trying. 50 Cent
went crazy,
right? Eminem, Get Rich or Die Trying came out in 03. Eminem, you talking about Marshall Mathers LP? Eminem first album 2000.
Crazy.
Right. I ain't even gonna put Wayne because Wayne been famous since like the 90s. But if you want to put him in there, Carter 1 was 2003. That's when his official solo career started. T.I. came out in 2000 with trap music, but really didn't heat up till 2003. Jeezy blew up off a mixtape, bro. 2003. Gucci Man. Kanye. College Dropout Kanye. The Game. Documentary Game. I'm going to throw a name out there people going to laugh at, but when you think about it, this dude really resurrected hip hop. Soulja Boy.
Took over.
07. Yeah. Soulja Boy 2007. DJ Khaled's first album came out in 06, so he starts on. Gucci first dropped 2005.
T-Pain's mixed in there somewhere where his auto-tune went off.
Right, if you want to include him in the hip, absolutely.
Luda, Luda had his moment when he went off. Hey, let's not forget the whole South in general. Was going through a whole takeover.
Nelly smile for you. That man is about that action. Oh yeah, we definitely ain't saying Nelly ain't got it, but I'm just saying, like, when you hear him say the era I came up in was the toughest, like, it's easy to just brush off, like, just without even thinking, like, man, you crazy. Because you going, obviously, for guys like us, you got Pac, you got Big, you got this, but then you have a lot of those guys still producing music also. Bro, on top of the fact that all these new dudes, because remember, these dudes are just coming on the scene. Get Rich or Die Trying. 50 might be the best rapper of all time.
Bro, dog, we got to remember Jay-Z was in the middle of his
Still,
prime.
yes.
He was in the middle of his prime.
Yes.
When all this was going on. Like you said, Eminem was starting to pop. 50 Cent.
Nas was getting back into it.
Nas
that's when he dropped Ether, early 2000s.
Yeah.
He was
like you said, dog. The whole South in general had so much coming out at one time. Like when I heard Nelly say this, I was like, I had to stop and really think about the list that he named off, and I had to go back and look at the time frame that he was talking about. Right. And that was pretty much for me when I got into hip hop, because like, you know, growing up, my mom and dad played James Brown. You know, they was playing they soul music. You know, that I didn't have no control over the radio. Buying me none of them. I mean, we was heavy in the church, so they wasn't buying me none of that hip hop. They was, it's Kirk Franklin, it's Donnie McClurkin, you know, it's Fred Hammond. We listen to gospel music and soul
BBCC.
Music. Yeah, BB and CC Winans. Y'all better get hip to it. Let's go. So that's what I was on. So about time that era that Nelly is talking about, I mean, thought Busta Rhymes was still getting off on some of his shit.
Ross first came out, Port of Miami, 2006.
Bruh, I mean,
Hustling rolled for like 4 years.
Dog, like if you talking about what Nelly is talking about, especially in that clip that you showed, he's talking about at least from 99 to about mid 2010, about 2010 or something like that.
We just take the 20 from 2000 to 2010.
There's so much going on with the Outkast was still pumping. We can't. Simon Jackson.
Yeah,
we talking about Grammy winning Outkast. Like we talking about cats that are still doing big things with albums like crazy. That was. I mean, I can't take nothing away from that take that Nelly said, because first of all, him being from St. Louis, and that country grammar, it was something so different. Because I mean, the South, it's literally in the middle of the South takeover of hip hop. It's literally when he dropped, and it was only cats like Nas, DMX, and Jay-Z that was still only getting played from up top. So everybody else was pretty much, you might have a bopper every now and then, but for the most part, your albums was not getting bought off them Best Buy shelves.
No.
So, I mean, Nelly I think he got 100% factual point right there that you can stand on. And, hey, he even had his moment in that time. So,
his first album went diamond.
Oh yeah,
Country Grammar went diamond. So
Country Grammar, still a bopper. I'm not mad at his take at all, bro. I think he's dead on. I think he's dead on.
To add to it, add even more. When you think about all the people he named, all the people we've added to that, I'm gonna say 80% gangster rappers. Nelly's not a gangster rapper. No. So it was even more difficult if you wasn't talking like that on the mic. It was even more difficult for you to sell records and break through.
Yeah, because trap music was heavy at that time.
Yeah.
Trap music was definitely.
Nelly wasn't that. He's doing sing-song club music.
Pretty much.
Yeah. He was like and broke the mold. So it's one of those things. You think like, man, just going back and listen, like all of that, like this man had to sell records, can't come out at the same time as Get Rich or Die Trying 50 Cent.
Damn. And say what you want about Kanye West, he was still a genius, musical genius.
That college dropout?
Oh, bro.
And this is what he's college dropout, Kanye.
Yeah.
Marshall Mathers LP.
Come
Eminem.
on. Come on,
You're
man.
selling records against these guys who are just coming out. Remember, every new artist is coming out and popping. They're not missing. They're not missing. Literally, the only dude to really miss, and it's crazy to think of, was T.I. Remember, his first album really flopped. His first trap music really flopped.
Well, no, it was his first album was I'm Serious. You remember that one?
I thought it was bad. I thought it was trap music first, then I'm Serious.
No, I'm Serious came out first, and that was like 99.
Is that the one with the hey, let's get away, let's get a room on the other side of town? That was off his first album.
No, I'm Serious. I'm Serious was the one. You remember the track he had with Beanie Man?
Let me see.
He had a track with Beanie Man on I'm Serious. That was his first album. Then it was trap music. That's when he had money, hoes, cars, and clothes. That's how all my niggas roll. That was trap music. And then that's what put him on the map was 24s.
Yeah, 24. Yeah.
And then
you're right. Trap music was 2001.
That was the joint you talking about.
That was on. No, it was on I'm Serious.
Which one was it?
The hey, let's get away. That was that little RB. Hey, let's get away. Let's get a room on the other side of town. Yeah, the jazz is yeah. That was on I'm Serious.
Okay.
Hey, that little cut banged.
hey, I got a little skins to that motherfucker.
Yeah, and then 24s and all that. Yeah, it was on trap music. Yeah, trap. Nah, 24s was on Urban Legend.
Urban Legend, yes.
Yeah, that was trap music, then Urban Legend. But yeah, I'm Serious kind of flopped though.
Yes, it did.
Yeah,
and then 24s put him on the map.
Right.
And then he started,
the In the Streets, the mixtape. When he got dropped, he went to the mixtape. You did trap music and Urban Legend are basically a combination of the mixtapes that he made after he got dropped.
Yep. Oh, trust me. Oh, hey, me and Bobby know, man. I'm a T.I. enthusiast, man.
Yeah.
Hey, I was a big T.I. fan when he first came out. So, yeah, man, you talking about there's a lot of competition at that point in time when it came to that point period of music. So I think Nelly spot on, bro.
Yeah. I might have to get up to him, like, because I'm thinking like before that, if you want to go to Biggie Pac era.
Yeah, but it was just Biggie and Pac that was pretty much running it, and they had Wu-Tang to beat.
Yeah, Wu-Tang came there and just took over.
But other than that, I think because when you look at, and here's one thing that I think we missed, that whole time where Pac and Big and Wu-Tang came out, it was pretty short. It was like early 90s to like 98, 99. It was real short because obviously Pac got murked in 96 and then Big was in 97. So you talking about 4 or 5 years where they was putting out albums competing against each other, but it was a short span. And then Wu-Tang hit early 90s. So other than that, I mean, and I get it, like early hip hop, you trying to, it's a new genre of music when DMC and all them cats was coming out and Sugar Hill Gang and all that shit, but that era that Nelly talking about.
Yeah, here's the only, if I was gonna try and make an argument for the era prior to that, the two things that I would say is that era kind of shut shit down. Like, remember, Jay-Z couldn't even blow up in that era.
Oh no,
he didn't blow up until after like Pac and Big died. Then Jay-Z made his name. So it was like, bro, you ain't even really getting it. Matter of fact, Jay-Z had to change his old style.
No, bro, to your point, he had to re-release Reasonable Doubt. Remember that?
Yeah.
Because that motherfucker came out, I think was it 95, 96, and collected dust on the shelves.
Mm-hmm.
They had to re-release it.
Yeah.
So it was like, to your point, well,
Change the flow. I mean, he came out. He was diggity J, diggity back. He was up there. He was tongue twisting. A lot of people don't know. Go back and listen to Jay-Z. He was tongue twisting. For he wasn't
and
he wasn't sitting on the corners bopping, dropping from. He wasn't that.
And he wasn't eating either. He wasn't getting that money like that. He was starving. That boy was getting merchant sales, bro.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, nobody eat because it was still big and hot, bro.
Yeah, and the only other thing I would say for that era in a competitive space was more. I think it was easier for conscious rappers to make a name for themselves, so that MCing was more mainstream. Like now, like if a Mos Def was to start his career right now, it'd be super difficult for him to get on.
He'll get tuned out.
Yeah, but like back then, you had like it was like if Big was your favorite, there was somebody that'd be like, nah, Mos Def is nice. Nah, Common is nice. Nah, Talib Kweli. Now you don't get those mentions. It's kind of the same rotation or the same style of rapper who gets credit for being considered good or great. So that's the only kind of argument I could make for back then. It's like you won't see a guy like a Common mentioned now. I mean,
and I thought Common was solid too.
Yeah, oh yeah, Common, Tyler, all those dudes were.
Oh yeah.
I mean, as a matter of fact, I don't think they get enough credit.
That's
but at least they were known. Like I feel like now, the only reason like a J. Cole and a Kendrick are known is because they started before this era. So they made their names before this era began. So they're kind of still held to a higher esteem. But like if J. Cole came out today,
yeah,
I think he gets slept on. Same with Kendrick.
Yeah, they get slept on. They would have to put a lot of grindage to get notarized.
Absolutely.
Like I'm talking about a lot of grind. Like they would have to deal with a lot of bullshit before they started getting their names popping.
Right.
I agree with that.
Yeah. Artists. Yeah, Nelly, I think we're gonna have to co-sign you.
Hey, boy, they was putting
and I hate it too. I fucking hate it.
Yeah, but they was putting out music, man.
They were.
They was
and
putting
just
out
like I'm thinking like you were saying Jay had to re-release Reasonable Doubt. I remember the day I went to the store to buy Volume 1 in my lifetime. Volume 2, excuse me, because that's where he blew up hard. Not that's where Jay took off. I remember going to the store to go buy it, and you know what came out the same day? Aquemini.
Yeah, he had to deal with Outkast.
Right, and I'm like, all right, I got them both. Got the deal, 2 for $15. We work it out. Went home. I got home. I'm like, you know what? I know the Jay-Z gonna crank. I know that's gonna crank. I'm gonna wait. Let me check out this Outkast, bro. I did not open Reasonable Doubt for a month. I did that. That Volume 2 was in the corner collecting dust because that Aquemini was jamming. Like to this day, it's one of my top 5 hip hop albums of all time.
These young cats would not understand if Big Boy and Dre put out an album right now, how it would shut shit down. They have no idea what that would do.
As I don't know, because Dre on that flute thing, I don't know. We might have to get him on some ayahuasca to bring him back.
We need to bring Dre back with some old school, light up that old school Kush, big ass fucking blunt like they used to smoke back in the dungeon, and get back to it. Cause bruh, I'm dying for an Outkast album so bad, dog.
Yeah.
I'm dying for one. The
Yeah.
street's been asking for one for forever. Dog, we forget that like even in that time period, Chronic 2001 with Dre even came out. Like,
Well, yeah, it would have came out 99.
yeah, like my goodness, Snoop was
Caught
still
Game in
banging.
a lie. Game lying ass.
Right, the whole G Unit took off.
Yeah. Yeah, that's everything they touched turned to gold.
Everything. Method Man and Redman was doing their thing together. So there's remnants of Wu-Tang right there. I mean, now that I keep thinking about it, man, there's like other artists that's keep popping into my head. That's
Busta Rhymes was the feature king.
Bruh, Busta Rhymes was killing it though. Like,
yeah,
I mean, dog, in his talking about the whole Rough Riders, Def Jam was doing their thing.
Drag
so
On.
Yeah, Locks. So
yeah.
I mean, golly, there was some music being made at that time frame that Nelly is talking about, man, and it's like more and more. Like I think about somebody else that was banging at that point in time. So I'm like, damn.
Exactly. Or Dipset.
Bro, yeah, Dip. What?
Came out around that time in the mid 2000s. Yep.
Yeah, Rockefeller, all them cats, man. Dog, man. Like, shit, man. Freeway.
Bun B, Solo.
Oh, dog. Is that dog? You remember the whole Free Pimp C run?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Dog. 8-Ball and MJG. I mean, you can go through a whole era of music at that point in time that was just bopping, bro. I mean,
Snoop reinvented himself and came back.
Sure did. Over there with C Murder and No Limit, dog. Changed his whole shit up, dog. I'm like, damn, boy, everybody getting it in, dog. Everybody eating, dog.
And the only one I didn't mess with was Lil Wayne.
And that was the peak of his career, dog.
Yeah.
That's hilarious, dog. That's funny. That's funny you say that, because that literally was the peak of his career, man. That was the peak of Wayne, man. Because right now, this Wayne, I don't know what the hell this dude is up, man. I can't, for real. I don't know what's up with him, dog. This man, he looked like one of them cockroaches that won't die after got shot with some raid, bro. I don't know what he on, bro. For real. I love you, Wayne. I love it if you get back to Wayne I know.
Talking sports with Skip.
Yeah.
All they got to do is because if LeBron shoot the ball. If LeBron get the ball, it's over. You know what I'm saying? Man ain't got no insight to they ain't who the point guard is. D'Angelo Russell. Yeah. Once he get that thing to LeBron, it's over.
That's funny, dog. I can't, bro. I can't. You wild for that, Bobby.
But yeah, shout out to the boy Nelly Mo. I got to co-sign it, man. I got to co-sign you on that one.
Yeah. I think you got one on that one now, for sure.
Man, before we get out of here, we got to close it out like we do every Friday, man. Fit Friday Challenge. This a stressful week for a lot of people. Again, the beginning of March Madness, a lot of gambling going on, a lot of money changing hands.
Chasing too.
Yeah, a lot of people chasing their money. So it's a roller coaster of emotions. Nowadays, gotta take care of your mental. There are times like this for people who are into that. Not everybody's into that. Some people can watch for just for the competition of sports, but some people like that edge. Gives them a little bit more interest. But the issue runs in when that edge interferes with the light bill. Can put a little bit more pressure on you. What do you got for the people in looking out for themselves this weekend in particular?
Yeah, man. I challenge everybody to do some type of brain activity or some type of activity to exercise their mental, whether it's a crossword puzzle or a brain teaser or um, what is those? They got those kind of games that chess. Do something that I mean, y'all can look them up where they type in brain activities or brain things that kind of put your brain in it's on the tip of my tongue. Just something to exercise your thought process and clear your head and things like that. I like to play a little game of chess myself, kind of. It's a very strategic game that it forces you to look at very critical thinking of not just making a move to make a move, but set something else in the future. So I definitely love a good game of chess. So I challenge y'all to just spend a day, an hour in a day, sometime this week, just doing some brain exercises to keep the brain functioning properly, and it'll help probably relieve some stress. Crosswords are always a go-to of mine, and they kind of do that. They're pretty fun to do. So yeah, man, get an hour of some brain exercising in this week, y'all. Stay sharp. Stay sharp.
Absolutely, I like that. Matter of fact, you know what? I had something I was gonna do, but for the first time in Audible history, I'm trying to do a combination challenge on top of the brain activity. I'm gonna add my challenge. Teach somebody something. Take the time and teach somebody something. Do something whether it be something you enjoy doing, whether it be something you just learned yourself, or something that you just want to pass on. So take some information, take a skill that you have acquired recently or have had all your life, or it's come natural, whatever, along with that brain activity. Teach it to somebody else, pass it on, pay it forward. I say that because you'll find, and sometimes teaching somebody how to do something, you actually teach yourself, or you come up with newer ideas.
I'm going to teach my woman to make a steak. Shit. Oh, boy, you on to something, Bobby. Boy, you on to something. You just got me
no
fed
comment. I have no comment.
Yeah, shit. She gonna give me one too.
Yeah, I've always
Oh, you heard that? Oh, my bad.
I've always found that to be something, and it's something that I've utilized when I come to a stuck spot. If I'm working on a problem and I get stuck and I just can't figure it out, I'll actually teach somebody like what I'm working on.
Okay.
Whether it be explaining it, to the wife or one of the homies, or usually my son. He's the guinea pig because he soaks up all the information. Yeah, I'll just grab him. Hey, let me show you this real quick. And as I'm explaining and breaking down, that you get that aha moment. You're like, oh, okay. So yeah, and it also relaxes you. It can get you excited. And when they're excited, all your brain cells firing, and it can lead to you doing something great and maybe something that you didn't expect. So, yeah, teach something, pass along some information to somebody somewhere.
I like that. Yeah.
Well, speaking of legend, I remembered what I told my wife last week. That was something she might not know about me. Because she reminded me, and yeah, what I told her was when I was a little kid, and you'll get a kick out of this one because you're a wrestling fan. I was a little kid that came out with the with the little hotline thing. Hey, you can talk to Randy Savage or
Yeah.
Man, and so yeah, I called and I talked to Randy Savage and Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair and whoever would listen. That was just little stupid messages. And also not knowing how that affected the phone bill. Man, I ran up a $700-something phone bill. Calling the WWE superstars.
Ooh. Oh, I know you got an ass whooping for that one, dog.
Oh. We ain't gonna talk about that part.
Boy, that phone
Needless
bill,
to say.
boy, I know you. I know you. He's like, man, let me come up missing on this one, dog.
But yeah, that's, man, fun days when you do stupid stuff like that when you was a kid.
Ooh, Lord, bless your heart. Yes, sir. Hey, man, for those who ain't never, unfortunately, didn't have the chance of growing up black, boy, you run up a $700 phone bill, especially back in that day.
Yeah,
that was a mortgage payment, bro.
That was a couple.
Boy, I'm surprised you allowed to tell it. For real, that is. Oh Lord. Ooh, bless your heart, Bobby G. Boy, you anointed. I'm gonna stick with you, dog, because you anointed. Because only anointed people live after something like that.
Well, no, see, because back then it was also an easy fix. I think the phone it was obviously turned off, and I think the next phone bill was in my name. So also a part of growing up black. The phone bill was in my name, and so needless to say, that type of behavior never happened again.
Cease to exist.
Oh man.
Oh man, that's hilarious. Oh, that is hilarious.
I always tell people if I wrote a book about my life, they would not believe it was all true.
Oh, bro, just
no way they would think it was fiction.
Bro, just you telling me that, I'm surprised you are here to tell anything, dog. For real, cause that's. Ooh. Not only is that a beatdown, but that is a beatdown of him.
with the phone.
What? Boy, they getting all that ass plus tax. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you anointed, my brother. You might be Messiah of the upcoming that I ain't even know was supposed to happen, bro. You for real. You the reincarnating of Moses, dog. You about to lead people to the promised land, because ain't no way that nobody's supposed to survive that type of situation back in them days, dog.
Yeah.
Whew. Yeah, yes, Lord.
Oh man. You got anything for the folks when we get out of here, man?
Hey man, I know what it is, man. Don't be running up them $700 phone bills, bro.
Oh no.
That's all I got.
I don't even think you can. Can you even run up a phone bill nowadays?
Well, I mean, they still got some hotlines out there that you could run some phone bills.
I guess that's true.
Yeah, they still got them up, but it's easier now because all you got to do is, just
pay for unlimited. You call whatever you want.
Yeah, you should, but I mean, be on your phone the whole time you roaming, so you can still run up some phone bills like that. But yeah, man. But hey, man, y'all know what it is, people, man. Hey, love on your peoples. Stay positive out here in these streets, and hey, man, stay safe out here, man. Stay safe. Stay loving. Keep the peace. Be positive, and hey, man, just take care of each other, man. I just think the world just needs a little bit more love, less hate, and we gonna be all right in this bitch. So that's all I got for you peoples, man.
Co-sign that 100%. And just remember, just in case you don't want to see our beautiful faces, every Friday at midnight, every episode is uploaded to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, so you can check us out there audibly. And of course, before we get out, follow the directions on your screen. Go ahead, hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe. Turn your notifications on so you know the next time that we are here running our mouths and talking that talk, which is every Friday, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. And until next time, I am Bobby G with the homie Wildcard Mar. This has been the Audible Sports Podcast, where sports meets life and culture, among other things. Stay off them phones, and until next time,
be heard, baby.
Peace.